welcome back. You're watching The Money Show with me, Kavita Thapliyal. Once you are done buying a house, the next most important thing is to ensure that your home sweet home is safe and secure over years. And one way to do that is to buy home insurance. It is a form of property insurance and one of the several types of general insurance products. Let's understand more about this home insurance with Vivek Chaturvedi, CMO and Head of Direct Sales, Digit Insurance. Vivek, good evening and welcome to the show. Let's break this down. What exactly is home insurance and what type of covers are we talking about? Because is it just the structure of the house, or we are also talking about whatever you've collected in the house in terms of your decor and everything else?
Yeah, so home insurance covers one, the structure of the house. And when we talk about structure, so typically people have done their interior also. So that interior work also comes under structure. Then there is a content part of it. Content could be the appliances you have, furniture. Then there is another valuable part. So there is general content and valuable content. In valuable content, people can insure jewelry, people can insure, say, if they have artifacts, somebody has bought expensive painting, that can also be explored. So that is not all. There are other things also. Say if somebody comes in your house and there is an injury to the person and the person sues you. So in that scenario also, there is a public liability cover which can be taken, which will be covered. If there is a damage to the structure, that is also covered. So typically when we think about home insurance, we think about structure and usually damage due to, say, a flood or terrorism or earthquake. But home insurance is comprehensive. It covers many more things which may happen on a higher frequency versus some of the natural disasters where the frequency is quite less.
So when we go out to take a home insurance plan, Vivek, what exactly, are we talking about a comprehensive plan over here, or we are just talking about ensuring the structure, or everything comes under this particular scheme?
So, Kavita, what happens is it depends upon if, say, somebody is renting a house, then ensuring the structure may not be the concern. It's the content which is there in the house may become more important for the person. And people can take only content only product also. If you are the owner of the house and you are staying in the house, you would want to take both. You may want to take a comprehensive cover which covers both the content and structure slash fixtures of the house. So both the things are possible. People can choose what they want to choose depending upon what is the requirement of the person.
And so what exactly is the claim procedure behind this in all type of covers, if we have to talk about?
Yeah. So let me talk about instances when home insurance becomes important for the people, and then I will talk about the claim side. So typically, a home insurance, as I said, it covers the structure or the fixtures. And when we say fixtures, it's all the interior work people have done. So people would have put false ceiling. Somebody would have created a nice walk-in closet. All that thing is covered, and the one damage that can happen to a house is due to fire. And I'm not talking about like some of the things which we have also seen in news, like there could be a gas leakage. Because of that, there is a damage to the house, or you could have a short circuit. And typically what we have seen that out of 100 fire claims, 80% of the claims are typically due to short circuit, and that is more common. And if there is a fire due to these kind of things also, and there is a damage to the house, the home insurance covers for that. Along with that, flood becomes one more coverage. And typically, say I stay in Bangalore, and people in Bangalore will say there is no flood, but there is inundation. So last year we had Bangalore floods, where typically there was like a 3 hour, 4 hour rain, and then the part of Bangalore was flooded, and there were a lot of societies where the water seeped in. So that is inundation, and damage due to inundation is also covered. And what we are seeing is inundation is becoming far more common, especially in large cities where there is a close housing society and all the constructions have happened, and the water is not able to move around when there is a large shower in the area. Then there is a damage due to earthquake, that is covered. Terrorism, if there is something happened because of terrorism, that is covered. So that is one part in terms of damage that can happen. Some of the other things which can lead to a damage is, say, if you have a bungalow and it is on the road and there is a vehicle which smashes the wall, so that part is also covered. So if you see from a home insurance perspective, anything that can happen to the house, that is covered. Along with that, then you can get coverages like burglary cover. So in case there is a burglary and somebody takes away the content which is been insured, that part can be covered. uh, there is a accidental damage to the electronic item. So everybody has TVs in the house. Now imagine, the TV falls, or something hits the TV and the TV breaks. So the accidental damage is also covered in the add-ons that are available in home insurance. Coming to the claim side, typically what happens is that if the claim is less than 1 lakh rupees, most of the time surveyors are not appointed, and they are settled digitally. In our case, we basically have a video digital process where we do a video survey, where somebody sitting in the office will ask the owner or the insured person to shoot a video of the house, and basis that we settle. In case if the amount is more than 1 lakh rupees, or if it's a total loss, or if it is a flood loss, then we may appoint a surveyor who will go there and study the damage, and basis that we will make the payment.
This entire thing that you just explained is applicable on an apartment or on an independent house, or that also varies?
So all Pakka constructions are covered. So it could be independent house, it could be an apartment. I will give you an example, like say in case of independent house, if something happens to the house, or apartment, even expenses related to, say, engineer expenses are required, or architect expenses are required to rebuild the house. Those are also covered in home insurance. So the list of things which are covered in home insurance are quite large. Basically, whatever you can think can go wrong in the house, usually that are covered through home insurance. I will give you one more example. Say in most of the apartment, those fire sprinklers are there. Now, in case if there is if there is fire, or there is then the sprinklers usually spray a lot of water, and it damages all the false ceilings and everything. So if the repair cost that is required to rebuild that false ceiling and other things, and even case if there is a damage to, say, appliances also, those are also covered under home insurance.
Since there are so many contents of coverage under one home insurance policy, do we get to decide or select as to what kind of coverage we want? Maybe we want something against natural calamities, we want something for burglary, something for fire, or you think it just, or the fact is that it just comes in one package. You buy one home insurance policy and this is the kind of coverage you get, which covers everything.
Yes, so if you see the Grah Rakshak policy, which was introduced by IRDA, that is a very standard cover. It covers both structure, and also it has a component which covers the content. Say if somebody is buying, and there is a limit to content. So if somebody is buying sum insured of, say, 50 lakhs, there is a 10% 10% sum insured is also there for content. Now that is automatically covered. So 5 lakh rupees of contents are automatically covered. But somebody may say that, hey, I have more content. Maybe I have more appliances, or I have, say, valuables like jewelries and other things which needs to be covered. Then there is a choice of increasing the amount of content that needs to be covered. Along with that, in case if somebody has built something additional to the house, which somebody wants to insure, that can also be covered. Even I will tell you, like if in home, especially in the standalone houses, if somebody has put a solar panel, or even if somebody has dug a well, if there is a damage to that, that is also covered by home insurance.
A lot of coverage, Vivek, but then let's also talk about the kind of sum assured that you might want to go for, and the kind of premium that you might have to pay.
Yes, so typically the way the sum insured is calculated, one needs to check the carpet area of the house and multiply it with the construction cost in that market, and that with that the person will arrive on the sum insured for the structure and fixture. You would be surprised, hearing the pricing for this. it would be less. The pricing is less than maybe a tea that we take. So if I have to talk about structure plus or the coverages that I talked about, like something happens to house because of fire, because of flood, or water inundation, or earthquake, or terrorism, uh, typically the pricing will come out to around 20 rupees for 1 lakh rupees of coverage. So if somebody has a house which is like corporate area into cost of construction comes to 50 lakhs, for a year you would be spending around 1,000 rupees. So it's not an expensive product. Then if one wants to add more coverages, like say burglary needs to be added, burglary can also be added. Typically a burglary will cost another 20 rupees per lakh rupees of content. So typically if there is a 50 lakh rupees of house, the content would be around 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs. So if burglary needs to be added, one will add another maybe 200 rupees. So it is not costly. Like within roughly around 2,000 rupees or 2,500 rupees, you can actually get most of the coverages also within for the year. The other option also is that you can take for multi years. So it's not only restricted to 1 year. One has an option to take this product up to 10 years. And we have like Digit has launched another product where we are giving an option for a customer to opt up to 20 years also. And when somebody is taking a multi-year policy, we understand that real estate prices go up and cost of construction also goes up. So every year, without the impact in premium, the sum insured increases by 10%.
Right, so for all those people who really think buying a home insurance is like adding an extra expense, this is the explanation for you in a very elaborate way that it is a feature-packed product and also cost-effective. Thank you so much, Vivek, for being on the show and helping our viewers with that today.
Thanks, Kavita.